Okay, so we are back for number 2, right? So we're back for story time. Gather around. And listen, before we even go into story time, I need to know if this is even valuable or meaningful to you. And the only way that I will know this is if you tell me. You've got to tell me. And the way in which you tell me is by liking this post or commenting on the post saying, hey, Jennifer, I'm getting value from this. I mean, I'm going to keep posting these, but it would be nice to know if you're gaining value. So this is number 2, where I get to share some excerpts from my newest book coming out on June the 17th called The Equity Edge: How Addressing Bias in Recruiting and Retention Drives Success. This is the edge that you need for your workplace. And if you're a job seeker, I have a lot of good information in here for you as well too. So my goal is to make sure that you understand that, again, there are a lot of great conversations that are happening in here, and you don't just have to be a recruiter or a hiring manager to gain something from this book. And so it's like, well, let's talk about some of the great conversations. And as you can see, I'm pinpointing them. Okay, so today we are looking at chapter 2, and chapter 2 is called Unquestioned Answers. Unquestioned Answers. And the notion of unquestioned answers is, what are those answers that we do not question in our workplaces that preserve underrepresentation? Are you with me so far? You know how you can be in a department and they can say, well, this is the way it's always been done. And it's like, nobody's ever questioned this. So that's why I like the title of this, Unquestioned Answers. My notion in this chapter is to talk about what are those answers, what are those ways of doing business that workplaces have never questioned, that have kept bias happening. But I also talk about it through the lens of the job seeker too, because there are things that we as job seekers are also not questioning that is also attributing to why there's underrepresentation in the workplace too. I'm like, okay, unpopular opinion, but it's really important that we're able to see things from both sides of the coin. Today, I'm not going to talk about the job seekers. If you want to hear about some of the things that job seekers must not question to preserve underrepresentation, let me know in the comments. And I'll dedicate some time in the future to talking about that. But this time, I'm going to read. So for each group, for the workplace, there are seven things that we don't question. And then for job seekers, there are, I think, 7 things that we don't question either. Yep, 7 things there. So the one that I want to read for the workplace is number 3. You ready? Number 3. This is what we don't question that preserves underrepresentation. Number 3. Gather around. If a person isn't comfortable working in this environment, the person is the problem. Have you ever seen that before? Have you ever seen employers say, oh, hire somebody with itness, or hire somebody that can work well in this environment? So one of the things that we must not question is this. If a person isn't comfortable working in this environment, it must be the person. Why aren't you questioning that? Okay, so let me go on to actually read this. The notion of fixing someone suggests that the issue lies with the individual and not the environment. The challenge with this belief is that it overlooks systemic problems in the workplace. It overlooks systemic problems in the workplace culture that may be contributing to discomfort or exclusion. When an employee quits or is terminated because they don't fit in, it can preserve underrepresentation. Instead of encouraging individuals to conform to an uncomfortable environment, we should focus on cultivating a culture where individuals, no matter their identity, can work at their best. Stop trying to fix the person. Rather, Fix the environment that supports the person to be their best. Is that kind of like mic drop, enough said, right? And so, again, there are 7 of these, but this is the one that I wanted to point out today. And we're having this whole conversation in this book. So again, if you're looking for messages to take back to your workplace, if you're looking for conversation starters in your workplace, think about this. Think about the things that we don't question that creates hurdles for us to increase representation in the workplace. This is one of them. All right, we'll be back again later with some more excerpts from the book. And again, if you're enjoying this, please let me know. How do you let me know? How do you let me know? Drop me a comment and like this post, okay? I'll see you next time.